Okay, YouTube family. What a crazy, crazy morning. I mean, it's barely 11:40. Wow. Oh, and for everybody, the neighbor this happened to, this wasn't any of the neighbors I was cool with. These are the neighbors that didn't like me, so should have just gave up. That's all it was. They shouldn't have shot at cops. I mean, I'm gonna ask you that. Do you really think you're gonna shoot at a cop and get away with it? I'm whispering because they're right there. They're literally right outside. They're it's packed. It's even more packed. They got investigators. They got the coroners. They got everything outside right now. They even came and they asked me nicely if they can check my cameras, to see if they're investigating everybody. So they're going around asking everyone if they could check our cameras. Really polite, really nice. Um, One of the neighbors tried to call the local news. I want to get this in everybody's heads that's listening to this. And this is how, after what happened a little while ago, this is how I know there's a narrative. They called the local news, CBS. They said there was a shooting, there was a police and neighbor shooting. Before they can even get any more specific, do you want to know what the lady on the other line said? Because I was right there. It was on speaker and everything. She said, black, Hispanic, or white. The that to the neighbor because they were calling. They said, who, the victim or the cop shooting? The victim, Hispanic. Then they asked, what was the cop? And then the neighbor flipped out and they're like, what does it have to do with anything? We just told you that there was a shooting right here. Our neighbor just got shot. All CBS cared about was what color the victim and what color the officer was. It's been a couple hours. And they still haven't came. Because obviously the neighbors were Hispanic. And the cops that did it, they were Hispanic. It wasn't a white cop, but they were Hispanic cops. That yeah. Shows you right there where their narrative lies. It's been a couple hours, everybody. Nothing. Because it doesn't fit the narrative. Just want to throw that out there. Because that actually just did happen before I came in and after I got done recording everything and yeah. Because we all had to huddle around in the front because we're like, do we let them see our cameras? Do we let them not? Do they need a warrant? They just asked if we could see them. I said no. And they said, that's fine, that's fine. So, get right into it. This is my boxing picks for all night. Fernando Molina defeating they're like literally right outside. I got Fernando Molina defeating Prisco. I got him defeating Prisco by third round stoppage. I have Carlos defeating Scott by first round KO. I have Adrian Granados defeating Jose Luis Sanchez by decision. I have Javier Molina defeating. Oh, whoops! I have Adrian Granados. I've read that wrong. Adrian Granados defeating Jose Luis Sanchez by decision. Javier Molina defeating Jesus Alejandro Ramos by decision. Omar Figueroa Jr., my boy right there, KOing Abel Ramos and there's two Ramoses? Could be brothers. Yeah, I have I'm only going by what the boxing news gives me, so Omar Figueroa KOing Abel, 8th round. There's so many of them out there, it's crazy. Eduardo Ramirez defeating Isaac Avilar by decision. Erislandy Lara defeating Thomas by decision. Sebastian Fondora defeating Jorge Cota by 9th round stoppage. Oh, allergies. Andy Ruiz Jr. defeating Chris Arreola. It's my boy right there. I actually met and sparred with Chris quite a few times. He packs a punch, but I think Andy Ruiz is going to be too much for him. I think Andy Ruiz is going to stop him in the 8th round. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, but... And that's going to be on Fox pay-per-view. Scott Fitzgerald defeating Gregory by decision. I have Johnny. Um, Johnny, he doesn't have anybody to fight as far as I know. So whoever pops up, I just have him knocking him out. Campbell Hatton KOing Levi Don in round 3. Hope I spelled that right. Levi, could be Levi Dunn in round 3. Chris Eubank Jr. defeating Marcos Morrison by decision. Katie Taylor defeating Natasha Jonas by decision. Giovanni Stryfen, I probably said that wrong, defeating James by decision. Dimitri Bivol KOing Craig Richards in round 6. I got Joseph Parker defeating Derek Chisora by decision. That one's on Dazin. Okay, now let's get serious for a second. What in your right mind? I'm just talking, and just hypothetically, or I don't even know. I literally just woke up to gunshots, everybody. So I'm not just that, but it shows you how racist not only racist, but the narrative that the news media, even out here where I live, is. It's pretty sad. Really sad. I mean, I can't believe I just witnessed that firsthand. I almost wanted to replay 30 seconds of my life. Like Prince of Persia, just rewind 30 seconds of my life, get my phone out and record that. Yeah. That would have been some good exposing on CBS right there. Can't believe you said that, lady. But then again, I wonder how many more times, I know I'm not the only one that's heard that from a news person. That shocked me. Wow. Anyways. With everything going on right now, why do people still feel like you need to resist? I've only been pulled over 3 times in my life. 2 of them was because of a gang sweep. I had a shaved head and everything, and I was pulled over, ARs, body armor, everything. Still walked away both times. That's called cooperating. When they say put your fucking hands up, you put your hands up. When they say don't reach for nothing, don't reach for nothing. I'm getting sick and tired of people being so stupid and making stupid decisions, and then it costs them their life, and then there has to be riots. There has to be, the peaceful protests, that's fine. I'm all about peaceful protests. I'm Martin Luther King generation right here. You know what I mean? Well, I follow in the traditions of Martin Luther King. Not like you radical BLMers nowadays. Not all of you, of course, because there are some of you that have really good hearts. Unfortunately, it's not the majority. Because like I said, if you feel the need to put an organization on you and label yourself and go out and destroy and hurt people, you're no different than the Black Panther Party. You're no different than the KKK. You're no different than every other organization that preaches peace but then goes out and destroys. Just saying. Like Antifa, you say you're fighting fascism, but you're fascist yourself. It's like if I'm living Falcon and the Winter Soldier in real life. So you're gonna tell me they're terrorists, but you're not gonna call them terrorists? How does that make sense? I mean, we're literally living in the Twilight Zone. Let me ask you this. If we all went together, all of you, we all went together and robbed a bank together, are we all going to expect we're all going to walk out with that money without any consequences? All of us, we're all going to go and rob an armored car. We're all going to get away with that scot-free? No consequences? Because that's what everyone expects nowadays. They expect to go commit crimes. They expect to go do stupid stuff. They expect to be stupid and not suffer any consequences. That's not life, everybody. You stop believing what the media tells you. Stop believing what Joy Behar says, because honestly, she's a racist herself. Whoopi Goldberg, another racist herself. Plain and simple, they're full of hate. They're full of hatred. They keep categorizing you all. All these radical shows, all they're doing is just divide and conquer, everybody. Divide and conquer. They cannot sit down with the other side and have a decent conversation. That's what I tell you all. Everyone that disagrees with me, leave it in the comment section. I'm being open with you. Be open with me. If you really feel how you believe, leave it in the comment section. It's that easy to have a conversation without having so much hatred in your heart, like the professor in California recently that blew up on her student because he's pro cop. You couldn't, your student was lecturing you because you're full of hate and full of non information, saying that the police were created in the slave days. I'm sorry, but Boston was the first one to have a police force in 18. Oh man, now I'm off of my numbers, but 18 in the 1800s. Boston was the first one in America. The first Boston itself, Boston, Massachusetts, Boston, first ones to have police force. This professor doesn't know what she's talking about. I mean, yeah, I'm not all the way up there in history and everything, but I know my history. I know what started Planned Parenthood, who started Planned Parenthood. I know who started the KKK, who led it. Certain president, current president that went to a, what do you call them? The higher ups in the Klan went to his funeral, Byrd or whatever the one that passed away that Biden went to. Openly supports it, openly mocks black people, calls black kids roaches. But everyone that voted for him doesn't see it. I'm all about protecting the children. Yes, this went from fight picks, but I'm being real with you all today. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, this happened 3 houses up, everybody. Anyone's life could be taken anytime. A stray bullet could have came in here and took any one of us out. We all, today, tomorrow, could be our last day. I'm only asking, do you want to live that day full of hatred? Pointing your fingers and blaming everyone else for your problems, for your issues? The past is the past, everybody. Today is today. It all matters of what you can make a difference today. In a positive way. Not going out and assaulting anybody, especially your own people. Burning down places. Hurting another race, which is happening a lot in Northern California, which the media doesn't tell you about it because it's actually 2 races that are doing it to the Asian community, but they don't want to talk about it because, narrative. Yeah, I know a lot of people they go to YouTube and outlets to get away from the drama. But honestly, sometimes you just need to hear real shit. Because when you go, reality TV ain't real. The view's not real. The news, it's all fabricated and it's all manipulated to what they want you to believe. This is real shit. This is real talk. I do nothing but keep it real with you all. I've probably had more bad experiences with police officers than 90% of you. And I'm still here today. And I don't hate the cops because every bad cop, there's even more good cops. Just like every bad gang member, there's a bunch of good ones. Like myself, because I was a former gang member. But see, the people I hung around with, we didn't go and just beat up any random person or anything. We protected ours and we protected the community. We drove around, seeing somebody get jumped. Well, we go and jump the people that were jumping that person. You don't see that nowadays. We were like the Latin warriors from the old school movie. Hated by everybody. My gang was the one that started because we weren't big, but because we were so hard to just get rid of. Out here where I'm at, because Los Angeles, everyone's like separated. We made gangs click up with each other just to try to take us out. Rival enemy gangs would get together just to try to take us out. Not because we were over there doing stupid stuff, not because we were doing anything dumb. It's because we were going around. All those gangs I just told you about were bullies, and we went around and beat all the bullies' asses. So all the bullies had to get together with all their gangs and try to take us out, just like the movie Warriors. That's real life for you right there. It is what it is. They're trying to get the cars and stuff. The tow trucks are here. They're trying to get the cars. They're up to no good. Those are the neighbors that didn't like me. So it is what it is. It's crazy. Wonder what they were doing. But that's crazy because last night there was a helicopter circling around me. The whole time, flashing the lights on me and everything, and my kids. And now I'm like, oh, they were looking for them the whole time. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Homegirl made a good point. What if they would have mistaken me for them? Because there's only 3 houses up. You made a really good point, and I didn't think about that until this morning when I found out everything that happened. I'm talking to you, homegirl. I wow. What if this was the house that got raided? Damn. I wonder if that's what they waited for. I wonder if they were waiting for all the information and gather everybody up, and then that's when they hit the house. Because it was a raid. It was a straight raid. It was just boom. They raided. Because I heard something went boom. Because the armored thing was here. The police thing. Chaos. Chaos. Just dozens of rounds, everybody. Dozens of rounds. I woke up to. I woke up. I was like waking up to a war. Like I just boom, and then just barrage of shots, just shots. And it was crazy because where my house is at, it sounded like on the left side just like pistols and like shotguns, but from the cops it was like ARs and just wow, wow. And you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. Like it wow, because from the first pop 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 to boom boom boom, it was just just wow. I was like, kids, get over there with the dogs, because my dogs were running towards the door barking. Got the kids to the side, and then I went, oh, cops were yelling at everyone, get inside your house, get inside your house. They were running up the street with ARs, bodied armor out. Yeah, I think they're trying to get because they have the 4 cars, but they're like blocked in, so I don't think they can move them. I think they're trying to get them out. It's crazy. Anyways, everybody, the whole point I'm trying to make, no matter how much money, no matter what status you are in life, it does not make you better, greater, or worse than anyone else. Because at the end of the day, the higher power, God put us all to be the same. We're all the same. We all start out here. From where you go here, you can go up, you can go down. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. Your decision. It just gets me upset when people make stupid decisions. People follow behind like sheeple, and they just destroy everything. What happened to peaceful protesting? Just asking. I'm just gonna leave it there. What happened to peaceful protesting, everybody? You can't fight violence with violence, and you can't fight racism with racism. Peace, love, respect, and honor, everybody. I'll see you all soon. Take care and God bless.